Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana. 5 reasons why I believe William Ruto's career most likely will end next year. Yes, his career will end. That's our analysis and discussion today. So if in case you've just bumped on this YouTube channel for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you, God bless you. Yes, 5 reasons. And before we dwell into that, looking at the current political situation in Kenya, as things unfold, I'm more convinced than any other time that looking at the bigger picture, I'm seeing nothing stopping Raila Odinga from becoming president next year. And I'm saying that having considered some very serious factors behind the scenes. Whether Oka supports Raila or not, whether Oka supports Ruto or not, or whether Oka decides to go it alone, I'm seeing a likely possibility of Raila becoming president next year. I'm saying that with a lot of confidence, without any iota of a doubt at all. So, what does that mean for William Ruto? That's our analysis today. 5 reasons why Ruto's career most likely will end next year. The first reason, if you look at top leadership of this country, let's say since Kenya began, there is no politician or any leader who has been mentioned in the kind of corruption allegations William Ruto has been mentioned in. In fact, William Ruto has broken record in this country. He has been mentioned in so many numerous corruption allegations. And his political survival will come next year, assuming Raila Odinga wins the presidency. His political survival or future will depend largely on the goodwill of the person who will be in power next year. Because assuming from next year, we just have a leader who will come to rule as per the law, according to the law, then William Ruto, I'm seeing him. I'm seeing William Ruto. So many cases being pressed upon William Ruto. I'm seeing him being charged of so many corruption cases and such kind of stuff. And if that happens, I'm seeing William Ruto even being blocked, even from contesting for any seat. Leave even the presidency, but even an MCA seat. I'm seeing that kind of a situation. As of today or now, he's still really talking the way he's doing because maybe the law has not been followed to the letter. But assuming we get a leader who will follow the law as it is, William Ruto's political future will be dependent on the goodwill of that kind of a leader. And if that leader decides that he has to be locked in, which rightfully the law will be followed, I'm not seeing William Ruto surviving. Yes, I'm not seeing him surviving. Secondly, besides the corruption allegations, ICC case still hangs loose around William Ruto's neck. And it reminds me of the year 2006 in DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo. It reminds me of Jean-Pierre Bemba in 2006. In 2006 presidential election in Congo, Jean-Pierre Bemba gave Kabila a run for his money. In fact, when the results were announced, Kabila won with around 51 point something there. Jean-Pierre Bemba had around 49%. After the election, Jean-Pierre Bemba was thrown to the Hague-based court. He stayed there for about 10 years. When he came back, the political dynamics in Congo had changed. I'm seeing that kind of a situation again befalling William Ruto. After next year's election, maybe, you never know, ICC cases might just be revived. And we might just find this man being flown to the Hague-based court to answer to the crimes against humanity he's accused of perpetrating. Thirdly, Ruto has a serious threat in Gideon Moi. It's only those who look at politics shallowly, who don't look at the bigger picture, who will rubbish Gideon Moi. Something tells me that Gideon Moi one day will be president of this country. You know, Gideon Moi, apart from the sins of his father, the late Torotich Arap Moi, apart from the sins of the father, Gideon Moi as a person, as an individual, he comes out somebody who is tainted less. He is not mentioned in so many numerous kinds of corruption allegations we are seeing William Ruto mentioned. He is not mentioned in such kinds of corruption allegations. So, I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that when now Kenyans will now be faced with an option, maybe residents of Rift Valley, to now choose between Gideon and Ruto, something tells me that eventually the good people, or rather the good Kalenjin nation, might just decide to go with Gideon Moi, also because of the ethnic kingpinship. You know, in Kenya and also in Africa, it's largely about ethnic kingpinship. The late Torotich Arap Moi, the president, is still revered among the Kalenjins in Rift Valley. Fourthly, Ruto's support base is largely fractured. And for you to win presidency in Kenya, from what you have seen, you must have a solid support base behind you. Look at William Ruto's support base. It's fractured. Mount Kenya most likely will dump William Ruto, and they will most definitely identify with one of their own. So William Ruto will only be left with the Kalenjin vote. The Kalenjin vote, again, ladies and gentlemen, as much as it appears to be homogeneous, we have the Pokot factor, we have the Tugen factor, Nandi Kipsigis. There are so many dynamics as far as Kalenjin politics are concerned. In fact, in the last two consecutive, or rather previous consecutive presidential election, the Pokot vote has not really been giving Ruto the votes that maybe they wanted. The Tugen vote, assuming Raila Odinga wins, and that's something similar to what I insinuated yesterday, assuming Raila wins and Gideon Moi is in the government, Tugen vote most likely, or rather Tugens, most likely they will start warming towards Gideon Moi. Most likely. The Tugen vote will most likely warm towards Gideon Moi. The Pokot vote the same. So William Ruto will be left with a fractured Kalenjin vote. And then eventually, that fractured Kalenjin vote, because of how our politics is also designed, might also start tilting towards a Gideon Moi. And then eventually, or rather finally, or rather the fifth point, dynamics after 2022 politics will greatly change. After 2022 politics, I think the sympathy shall have waned, or rather shall have been rendered useless. Because as of today, if you look at what is currently happening in Kenya, talk to William Ruto supporters. A majority of them, they are following William Ruto not because they believe in him. No. They are following him maybe out of emotions. So, oh, alisaidia mtu yetu. Something like that. After 2022, dynamics will change. And Kenyans will be sober. They will look at a person in terms of his track record. When you are in government, what did you do? Why is it that we are mentioned in so many corruption allegation scandals? Why? These are things, ladies and gentlemen, that I believe come 2022, maybe post 2022, Kenyans will wake up and now they will ask very hard questions. And as they ask those hard questions, I honestly don't believe that William Ruto, I don't believe William Ruto will survive those questions or will be able to answer those hard questions Kenyans will be asking. That's why I believe these are the 5 reasons why William Ruto's career most likely, most definitely, will end after 2022 election. William Ruto, in my considered opinion, will go down in history as somebody who was very, very close but never became president of Kenya. It will just be another example of what has befallen other vice presidents we have had before in this country. That's my considered opinion, ladies and gentlemen. So if in case you are watching us for the very, very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. Give it a like. If you are watching us again for the very first time, and you are watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. Drop a comment, please. And if you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. To our fans and subscribers in this channel, God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana.